Yo, what up? Welcome to Donna's Kitchen.
Hi guys, I'm Donna. Today we are making maple soy salmon with brown butter carrots. So I'm starting to just make a marinade for the salmon. For our marinade we have some maple syrup and some soy sauce, and we're going to have garlic and salt and pepper. So that's the marinade. Let's put that together first. I've got about 2 pounds of salmon here. Okay, so we're gonna need, this is about a half a cup of maple syrup. Let's see if I can get it here without spilling. Okay, I thought maybe I would need this. Sometimes it's gooey. This measuring cup is great to get the goo. Okay, and then we need, oh shoot. All right, I gotta open the soy sauce's brand new bottle. Let's see if I can get this off. Oh, perfect, okay. Okay, so we just need about a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. So we have a half a cup of maple syrup and a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. And I've got 3 cloves of garlic. 2 is fine if they're good size, but I have 2 little ones. So, oh, I forgot to get me a little knife. We'll just scrape that. Those good garlic chunks into here. If you haven't watched any of my recipes, please follow me on Donna's Kitchen on YouTube. You'll see that I use garlic a lot. Okay. All right. There we go. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to put some fresh ground black pepper and just a touch of salt. The soy sauce, you know, is salty, so you don't need a ton of it. And then we'll give that a whisk. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, and then we'll just pour that over our salmon here. I've got it in a glass dish that we'll put in the refrigerator. We're going to marinate no more than 30 minutes. With seafood, you don't want to marinate much longer than that. Let's get every last drop. Oh, I can tell this is going to be good. Okay. So I'm just going to put the lid on and stick this in the fridge, like I said, for just up to 30 minutes. And then we'll get started on our carrots. Well, I should say I already got started on them. We'll finish them. Okay. So I have already cut up a few carrots. I'll finish up the rest of them. When I clean my vegetables, I use a wet paper towel rather than running them underwater. It gets a much better clean on them. I just want to remind you, wash your vegetables. Just take a look at this and you can see how much dirt is on the vegetables. Ew. Running under the water is not going to get it clean, so give them a good wipe. Okay. And then let me grab my knife. Cut the ends off. And then I cut the carrots in about thirds. You could use baby carrots if you have those. I just prefer the taste of whole carrots. They're just better, my opinion. But baby carrots, you know, probably cook up a little quicker. So whatever your preference is. That one's kind of little. I'm not even gonna cut that in half. Okay. The garlic skin. Okay. So as soon as that salmon is done marinating, we'll go ahead and start cooking our carrots and get the salmon in the oven. Okay, I decided we're going to go ahead and add a salad to our dinner. Like I said, we're having maple soy salmon with brown butter carrots. And then I'm making a tropical salad that actually was inspired by one of my favorite Mexican restaurants. It's just called a tropical salad, and it's got, I've cut up red bell peppers, pineapple. There's some orange slices here. These are just mandarin oranges. You could use whatever orange you have. And then I'm adding cucumber, which I just striped. I didn't peel the whole thing because I do like some of the peel. That's where all the nutrients are. Plus it's pretty once it's all sliced, see? So we're gonna slice these up, and then I'm gonna mix the dressing real quick right before we put the salmon in the oven. So we'll just add these cucumbers. There will also be an apple that we'll add, but I don't want to cut that up right until we're ready to serve the salad. So for the dressing, I have a 1/4 cup of olive oil. We have a 1/4 cup of pineapple juice, which is here. I just had some in the can, so we'll add that. And then we need about 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, which is just shy of a 1/4 cup. A 1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons, so we'll just go a little bit less. And if you like it a little more tangy, you can add more vinegar. There we go. And then we'll also add some salt and pepper. Let's see if my grinder can make it into the salad dressing. I know it's getting all over the counter, but nobody said I was a clean cook. So I'm just going to give that a mix and stick it in the fridge until we are ready for it. Yeah, yum. Okay, so let me grab the salmon. And we will get this on a baking sheet. I just line the baking sheet with foil. It's a little easier for cleanup. And we'll add our salmon to that baking sheet. These are pretty big pieces. Like I said, this is about 2 pounds of salmon. Oh, yum. You just give that an extra roll in that marinade. Okay. Okay. It's a little slippery. Okay. Our salmon is going to go in the oven at 400 for about 20 minutes. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. Now, for our carrots, I've got some water boiling here. We are going to boil these just for about 5 to 7 minutes. We want to have those partially cooked before we add them to the brown butter. Okay? So, if you've never cooked brown butter, which I never have, I'm going to switch the camera angles here. Olivia is my camera person. She's great at it. Thank you, dear. If you've never cooked brown butter, I have not either, so this is an experiment, but I'll give you some tips. So brown butter is just exactly what it sounds like, brown butter. So what you do is cut, I've got a stick of butter here, and I've got it cut into equal pieces, and the reason is because you want all the butter to get cooked evenly, or melted evenly. We don't want to burn the butter, we just want to brown it. Okay. So I've got a pan here on medium heat. We're also going to be adding some fresh thyme, which I'll put that in here towards the end. But we want to you want to make sure you keep an eye on it and keep stirring it, and it'll get nice and bubbly and start to turn brown. We may not be able to tell in my dark pan here. If you have a light colored pan, you'll be able to see, but it gives it a super nutty taste and it's delicious. But this is my first time making it, so I'm excited. Okay, so while that's going, let me, I'm going to crank up these carrots just a little bit so they can get rolling. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do some thyme. Basically, this is just fresh thyme. To pull off the leaves, you just kind of go the opposite way with your fingernail, and it just pulls right off and right into the bowl. So we have probably about 2 tablespoons here. And I'm going to keep stirring that butter. Yep, you can see it start to... So this is going to go from 5 to 8 minutes, so just keep watching it and keep stirring it. Okay, you can see how this butter is getting nice and brown. I went ahead and added the thyme, but look at that color. Yeah, that's going to be great. Now, I've decided to go ahead and add some rosemary because, well, it's my favorite spice. So I've got some dried rosemary here. I'm just crushing it up a little with the end of my knife. When you're using dried herbs, you always want to make sure you kind of give them a little crush. It gets the flavors going. So we're going to add it. This is probably maybe a tablespoon. Okay. So we'll let that, this is just about done. We're going to go ahead and add in our carrots. So let me drain them. They've boiled here just the same amount of time the butter's been going. Okay. All right, then we'll add these right in. And just give them a stir. I am going to turn down this to low a little bit. We don't want the butter to burn, but we want to make sure everything's coated. Oh, if you could smell my kitchen right now, you wouldn't believe it. It's so yummy. Okay. All right, so while that's finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and cut the apple for my, oh, I might cut my knife over here, for the salad. So I put the salad together over here. You can see I topped with the red bell pepper and the cucumbers, the oranges, and what else? Pineapple. Okay, so we're just going to slice the apple thin. And top that. This, like I said, this salad was an inspiration from a salad that I had at one of my favorite Mexican restaurants. And the dressing typically has mango in it. So you can add that too. Okay. I think this is looking pretty good. We'll get that. I've also gotten my family's favorite dressing. If you have a teenager, I'm sure this is in your refrigerator. Ranch. That's what Olivia eats. And my husband likes the Dorothy Lynch. And I'm a vinaigrette girl, so I'm going to have the pineapple vinaigrette that we made. Okay, so let's get back to these carrots over here. Those are pretty much done. Let's see how our salmon is doing. Yep, it is almost done. I think I'm going to give it maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it smells so good. Cannot wait to eat that. In our quarantine time, we haven't been eating very healthy, so I'm looking forward to this dinner, to have a fresh salad, the salmon with a little maple syrup, and the carrots with a little butter. But we're eating vegetables. We're having a nice fresh dinner. So we'll pull that salmon out in a minute and we'll get it all plated. Okay, we pulled our salmon out. And we are just about ready to eat. All right, I get first pick of the pieces. All right, so there's this maple soy salmon. And some of those fresh carrots. Oh, look at that, with all those spices, that rosemary and thyme. And then let's get some salad. Oop. Make sure I get all the goodies. Need some pineapple. Okay. And I'll go ahead and put this dressing on. You don't need too much. Okay, I'm gonna dig in. Let's taste it. All right. Oh yeah, look at how flaky that salmon is. Looks wonderful. Let me taste the carrot. Oh, that brown butter is delicious. Okay, let's eat.